You don't want to talk about Mashiach? We want Mashiach.
Yeah.
Let's
We
go.
want Mashiach. We want Mashiach now.
Let's get a little
Mashiach now.
Okay, guys.
Now listen, when I see
We have to do this.
when I see the game of telephone that you guys were playing just a few moments ago, I'm going to tell you something that's so special about that game. You ready? Watch. The game of telephone was, who started? Ari started?
No, he ended.
Okay.
He started.
Now listen carefully. You started, and you said it, I know. And by the time it got to the last person, by the time it got to Ari, it could have been Shabbat Shalom. Now that's pretty funny, right? You know, Now the question is as follows. Listen carefully. What I'm going to tell you now is very deep. Watch this. Today we have books. And today so much is written down in a book. But 1,000 years ago and 2,000 years ago, we didn't have books. So guess what? Abba told it to his child, and a teacher told it to his student. And that student became a teacher, and that, Sata knows, Shemi knows. And listen carefully. And that teacher taught it to his student, and that student became a teacher, and that teacher taught it to his student. And that's the way it went down. But listen carefully. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe somebody would say that, look, over the years, there was so many mistakes. Because if it went from one person to another, just like in the circle here tonight, I can't believe it. It started out with what? And it ended up with Shabbat Shalom. Well, what?
Marvin.
With Marvin. You're like, okay. But Elio and others is not Marvin. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I thought they were saying Marvin.
So listen. So now. That's right. So now, how do we know that the Torah that we have today is exact and precise? Oh, those are big words. Exact and precise. Exactly the same. So listen carefully. Did anybody ever hear of a man called the Rambam?
No.
Okay. So now you are. The Rambam, okay, was he a great man or was he a great man?
Great man.
And boy, you got it right. The Rambam was a great man, who also was a doctor. He was a great big Talmud Chacham. He was a big rabbi. Are you ready? The Rambam wrote a book. You ready? And in his book, he has an introduction. And in this introduction, you know what he gives you? 40 names. He gives you one name, and another name, and another name. And each one of these 40 names is a bigger wow. Wow. So it wasn't that any teacher gave it to any student. The special teacher of that generation gave it to the best student, who gave it to the next best student, and that's how we know that the Torah that we have that was passed down, and it's called Torah Shebaal Peh. Who knows what Baal Peh means?
What does the word pen mean?
That's right, it was given down by heart, it was given orally. Orally means it wasn't written down.
Somebody told it to me.
That's right. So listen carefully. How exact and how precise and how perfect is it?
Perfect.
Perfect.
A lot perfect.
A lot
It's
perfect. Now just listen.
Awesome.
Before we go on, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something.
Wait, just let us finish, then we'll do
I gotta tell you something. I should have told him to come here, but he was a little bit too emotional. I gotta tell you this. Now, who happens to be Ari and Sivani's grandfather? Ari and Sivani's grandfather.
Misha!
Yeah?
I don't call him Misha. I call him Mr. Brazo. But all right, Misha. Okay. All right. Okay. Now listen carefully. You missed. Okay. So Mr. Brazo, commonly known as Misha, came to me right before marriage, like 2-3 minutes. And he shared something with me, which I didn't know, because I don't read a Russian paper. And listen carefully. In case you guys didn't know it, what's going on is the Winter Olympics. Anybody aware of that? Yeah. Now listen carefully. There was a big event last week called figure skating. All right? Does anybody know what figure skating? What's figure skating? All right, tell us what's figure skating? Well, what?
Dancing on ice.
Yeah, dancing on ice. Okay. Now listen carefully. I have to tell you, now there are people from all over the world, right, that are competing in this. The one that won. You ready? The person who won the figure skating was a 15-year-old. Listen carefully now. 15-year-old Russian girl. Now, I don't know her name. Listen carefully. You're going to come back to your time. No, I don't know. Listen carefully. You're going to get me her name, okay? Sivani. Okay, you'll ask your grandfather her name. She's a Jewish girl. Now, listen to this.
Wow.
Wait, we're not finished. You
You
haven't
girls
heard.
know how to dance on the ice yet?
Excuse me. I haven't heard anything
All
yet.
right, so say